In this video, we'll be covering the need for you to carry a trauma pack when operating in the field. Hello and welcome to another Field Radio podcast episode. My name is John, W7DBO, and if this is your first time here and you want to learn how to operate your gear in the field, click the subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss anything. A component of operating in the field is the need to be aware and take advanced measures to ensure the safety of yourself and those with you. Normally, emergency services is 5 to 10 minutes away. In the field, they may be up to several hours away. So it is important for us to take advanced measures to be prepared for a medical emergency. I would like to share with you a couple items that I carry on my gear at all times. First, a disclaimer. I am not a medical professional, and the information in this video is what I have researched from credible sources. When I volunteer at events or on the go, I always have with my gear my first responder bag. This bag carries a variety of first aid supplies, and I'll do a review on this in another video. A smaller bag that I also carry now is my trauma kit. This bag is not meant for cuts, scrapes, or boo-boos. This bag is meant to stop serious bleeding. After the Battle of Mogadishu, the Army Rangers researched a new approach to trauma medical treatment with improving what is called the IFAK, or Individual First Aid Kit. This improvement has carried through and has made its way not only through the military, but the law enforcement profession and civilians. In 2015, the Department of Homeland Security launched the Stop the Bleed program. This included an info card and 1-hour training to provide civilians with basic knowledge on how to stop serious bleeding. As you can see here on this infographic that is also linked below, the Stop the Bleed program has a few simple steps. Before rendering aid, call 911. Even though this seems like an obvious step, this is often overlooked when adrenaline is pumping. The first step is to apply firm, steady pressure on the wound. Second, apply a dressing and continue firm, steady pressure on the wound. And third, if the bleeding does not stop, apply a tourniquet closer to the torso than the wound. If the bleeding still does not stop, you apply a second tourniquet closer to the torso than the first one. I remember back in Scouts practicing tourniquets on each other. Then the medical community discouraged tourniquets because of its overuse. Now you will see that the idea of applying a tourniquet is once again listed as a medical option for non-trained first responders only after direct bandage pressure does not stop the bleeding. So let me go over the items in my personal trauma pack. This is not as complex as the military IFAKs, but has some simple enough supplies to accomplish the Stop the Bleed instructions. All of the components of this kit will be linked in the video below. First, on the outer bag, this is a trauma bag with mole straps that can be added to larger packs or stored on the belt. This bag came with a large pair of trauma scissors, which is important when exposing the wound. Now, the biggest item that I like is the Israeli bandage dressing. This is not only a 6-inch compression bandage. I'll link a video below demonstrating the use of this. Essentially, it is a gauze bandage, but it also carries a plastic piece that applies direct pressure on the wound. The next item is a pair of tourniquets. These tourniquets are easy to use and has this plastic wand to tighten down the strap and hold it in place. As recommended, I have 2 of them in the kit. With that, I carry a Sharpie to write the time when the tourniquet was applied, so when medical professional help does arrive, they know when it was put on. The last item is a series of components from a pre-packaged trauma pack that has gauzes, bandages, gloves, and most importantly, this quick clotting sponge. This simple, lightweight trauma pack is the perfect solution for everyday emergencies, but essential when engaging in outdoor sports, hiking, and of course, operating your radio in the field. I hope you will consider taking a first aid course and being prepared with the right equipment in the field. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider subscribing and following our regular podcast episodes. You can find more information at fieldradiopodcast.org. Until next time, I am John, W7DBO. Now get your gear and get outdoors, and I'll see you on the air. 73.